Hello and welcome back to another semester of After the Whistle. It's Tuesday, January 23rd, and I'm Kellen Voss. As you can see, we have a brand new time. We will still be showing the best Grand Valley sports content.
And I'm Noah Jensen. Tonight, we'll feature both men's and women's basketball, as well as a win by the women's hockey team.
We'll also take a look at a busy weekend from the rest of the country and more. We'll start off tonight's show with some action from the Fieldhouse as GVSU basketball was host to Ferris State on Saturday. The women's team opened the action as they were looking to win their third straight. The Lakers were able to use good shooting from beyond the arc and tough defense to stifle the Bulldogs. Jen DeBoer and Natalie Koenig each scored 19 points to pace the Lakers as they cruised to a 76-57 victory. The team is back at home this Saturday at 3 to take on Purdue Northwest.
The men's team was also in action on Saturday night, fresh off one upset win over Lake Superior State and looking for another against fifth-ranked Ferris. The first half was a back-and-forth affair, and Grand Valley took a one-point lead into the break. Unfortunately, in the second half, Ferris was able to hold off GVSU to avoid the upset. Lakers' Hunter Hale and Miles Miller dropped 22 and 21 respectively. The team is also in action against Purdue Northwest on Saturday, with their game starting at 1.
The GVSU club women's hockey team faced off against The Ohio State University at the George on Saturday. The Lakers put 8 past the visiting Buckeyes for a dominant 8-0 win. Megan Beebe opened the scoring in the first with a rocket past the OSU goal. She would add another later. Taylor Lamper also was among the scorers, scoring in the second. The Lakers also breezed past the Bucks on Sunday, winning 10-2 for a weekend sweep. Freshman Rachel Smith had a natural hat trick with all 3 goals coming within 5 minutes and 24 seconds of each other.
We'll move on to the NFL now as our Super Bowl matchup is set. Both the AFC and NFC championships were this weekend. In the AFC championship, Tom Brady and the New England Patriots came back to defeat the red-hot Jacksonville Jaguars 24-20. Brady led his team in yet another epic playoff comeback, throwing for 290 yards and 2 touchdowns, both to Danny Amendola. The NFC championship was a much less exciting affair as the Philadelphia Eagles flew through the Vikings 38-7. Philadelphia racked up 110 yards on the ground, and backup quarterback Nick Foles kept it rolling, throwing for 352 yards and 3 touchdowns. With this defeat, the Minnesota Vikings will not become the first team in NFL history to host a Super Bowl. Super Bowl 52 takes place on Sunday, February 4th at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minnesota.
Smith, touchdown!
So Kellen, Super Bowl 52, matchup set. Who do you think? Who do you got?
As much as we all want to see the Philadelphia Eagles take down the evil dynasty that is the New England Patriots, I mean, you got the best quarterback in NFL history and one of the best coaches in NFL history just together again. They keep rolling. I just think it's just going to keep happening, and the inevitable is just going to continue to happen.
You know, I'm not going to count Philadelphia out. Defense is strong this year. They held Minnesota to 7 points in the NFC Championship. New England struggled on offense early on in the game and really came alive in the fourth quarter against a really good defense in Jacksonville. It's going to be tough for me to see Nick Foles, his magic, if it's still there in the Super Bowl. The running attack with LeGarrette Blount and Jay Ajayi, that's going to be there. So I think it's going to be a good one. Like you said, though, it's going to be hard to see the Patriots now winning this game, but we're all rooting for the Eagles.
Yeah, if you remember from Super Bowl in 2012, Joe Flacco had that run where he just kept going.
Yeah.
That might happen again for Nick Foles, but
Yeah.
Matt Patricia's defense is looking better than ever, and hey,
Yeah.
he's the next Lions coach, so
Yeah.
get excited, Lions fans.
Yeah.
Moving on to the NHL, the Detroit Red Wings were back in action Saturday night as they took on the Carolina Hurricanes. The Canes came away with a 3-1 victory over the Wings thanks to 2 power play goals from Elias Lindholm. Tomas Tatar had his 12th goal of the season in the loss. Elsewhere in the league, the NHL's newest expansion team, the Vegas Golden Knights, defeated those same Hurricanes by a score of 5-1 on Sunday night, which puts them in first place in the entire league. The Knights are also just 3 wins away from setting the record for most wins by an expansion team, currently held by the Florida Panthers and the Anaheim Ducks.
We'll turn our attention to the Larry Nassar sentencing. Monday was day 5 of the reading of impact statements in Nassar's sentencing. Nassar is the former Michigan State and USA gymnastics doctor who was found guilty of sexually abusing over 120 underage girls. According to a report done by the Detroit News, representatives from MSU and USA Gymnastics knew about the abuse as early as 1992.
Just to have the opportunity to look your abuser in the face and tell him what he did to your life, but that you're moving on and you're going to be stronger from it, that was one of the most empowering things I've had the opportunity to do.
In response to the scandal, 3 members of USA Gymnastics Board of Directors, including the chair, stepped down on Monday.
That is going to do it for us this week. Don't forget, we'll be back next week on Tuesday. For the rest of the After the Whistle crew, I'm Kellen Voss.
And I'm Noah Jensen. All game, all season, always on After the Whistle.